Hello, this is Ken. I like making things. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Every week, I challenge myself to make something fun and creative. Something I am passionate about. I want to use the skills and knowledge I have today to reconnect with my younger self. Watch me explore different ideas and figure out new ways to DIY in an affordable manner. From recreating iconic scenes for my favorite characters, to making dioramas for my figures, to making cool functional gadgets out of everyday material, etc. Help me grow my channel by subscribing, giving this video a like, and commenting down below. That would mean a lot to me and would encourage me to DIY even more fun stuff. Last week, I broke my DIY Captain America shield. I even made a display base for it. I'm so proud of it. Check that out if you haven't already. Speaking of Captain America, I've also repainted my worthy Cap figure so it looks a little less toy-like. More like Chris Evans and more movie accurate. The before and after shots of him are quite drastic. It made me realize that sometimes it's not the mold that makes the figure look cheap. It's the paint application and how you pose the figure. As a photographer, I always pose my subjects at an angle, and I always try to make sure every limb is doing something different. This makes the poses more dynamic, and it makes the figures look less toy-like. For Captain America, he's actually quite easy to pose. He just needs to stand heroically at an angle, and you'll get the signature Cap look. One of the things I've been doing on this channel is creating diorama display bases for my figures. And I am going to do the same for Cap. So, can I make it? The main material I've been using for the base is styrofoam. I've been hoarding all the packaging styrofoam. I knew they would come in handy one day. Haha. For Cap's base, I want him to stand on an uphill slope, giving him more of a heroic base to stand on. The key to creating a realistic terrain out of styrofoam is to eliminate all right angles. Alright, I got the general shape down. I am going to add some rocks back onto the main surface so it looks more organic. White glue works very well with styrofoam. Once everything has dried, I am going to paint this with acrylic paint. Starting with the base color, brown. The downside to these packaging styrofoam is that there are a lot of little holes on it. It takes a bit of time and patience to fill in all those holes. But hey, this piece is technically free, so I can't complain about it. Alright. Here it is. All brown. Let's add some shading so it looks more appealing. I am also going to add highlights with a small brush. Alright, here's the finished display base. The shape seems a bit strange, but it'll make sense later on. Back to Cap. This figure comes with a dirty shield. It's not my favorite, but it's meant to reference the final battle in Endgame. However, the shield is actually broken in the final battle. The broken shield is more synonymous with the movie than the unbroken one. So, it means I gotta break another shield. Luckily, I have an extra shield laying around. This one is a clean shield, and it doesn't look that special. Which is perfect. That means I can do the same thing as my cardboard shield and cut it in half. I just need to replicate what I've done last week. Easy peasy. First, I am going to use a light-colored marker to draw in the crack, so I know where to cut. And I went with a light-colored marker because if I make a mistake, I can hopefully hide it. Okay, it's barely visible on camera. Alright, here we go. I got this cutter here. Let's start from the edge. Deep breath. Inhaled. Exhale. Okay. Hiya. Oh. That did not make a dent. Arg. Why won't you cut? What is this shield made out of? Let's try cutting it with a regular knife. It's not cutting that well. Should I give up? No. Let me dig through my toolbox. Ta-da! Here's a heavy-duty cutting tool. This tool is literally used to cut metal. Oh. The shield is trying to escape. Haha. I got this cutter back when I had to make a metal sculpture. I believe I've only used this once. Oh, okay. This is working. It looks a little ridiculous to see me use this giant cutting tool to cut a tiny shield. My concern is that since the cutting tool is so big, I may not be able to make small precision cuts. But I realized that there are ways to work around it and use the tip to make those smaller cuts. I also had to watch how I was holding the shield as well. I don't want to lose a finger. Alright, here's the broken shield. That looks pretty good. You can't really tell I used a giant cutter to do this. Haha. Next, I am going to add a little bit of dirt on it. Not to the extent of the other shield. Just a little bit of brown to make it look more worn down. Just a light wash of brown. I also painted over the crack a bit so it doesn't look too plain. Look at that. Now it looks like a shield that has been in a battle or two. It's not that dirty since my cap figure isn't battle damaged. I want it to work well with my figure. Alright, time to put Cap on the display base. I am going to pose Cap stepping on a rock looking off to the side. Look at that. So heroic already. I think the shape of the base works well with the pose. I don't want this base to be too big. Alright, let's take some photos. Look at that. So far so good. It's a bit too straight on for me. So let's try a profile shot. That looks so much cooler. I really like how relaxed this pose looks. It's like Cap is confident and ready for his next fight. Okay, let's try putting the hammer down. The base was made in this shape, so I could display Cap with props on the base. I love the look of the hammer on the ground. Now let's add another Endgame prop onto the scene. The Nano Gauntlet. Now this image screams Endgame. Let's try another angle. Now Cap looks more battle ready. Now let's put the gauntlet somewhere else. More propped up to show its importance. What do you think? Do you prefer having it like this? Next, let's put the shield down instead. This image is very Captain America. But it's time for the main dish. The broken shield. This will work much better for the Endgame look. I also saved some broken pieces for me to add onto the display. Just a piece here and a piece there. Now it looks more like a battle scene. Look at that. That's so awesome. Let's put the gauntlet on the other side. Yay. This turned out amazing. This all started with a toy-like figure. Now it looks like an expensive diorama statue. The even cooler thing is that I can combine my other Marvel displays to form a bigger display. This is like the coolest thing I have done on this channel. Give this a like if you want to see me do more Marvel DIY. Make sure you are subscribed, because I have more fun projects planned. Thank you for watching. I can make it, so can you.